Strange wonders of the human body. The human body is a fascinating and complex system, often doing things that seem almost otherworldly. From self-repairing organs to unexpected quirks of perception, here's a collection of peculiar facts that highlight the body's mysterious capabilities. 1. Self-organizing intestines. Your intestines have an innate ability to arrange themselves into their proper shape. During abdominal surgery, surgeons can place them back into the body, and the intestines will naturally reposition themselves, ensuring they function correctly without manual adjustment. 2. The tongue's vivid imagination. The tongue is highly sensitive to touch, allowing you to imagine the texture of any object just by looking at it. Glance at a wall, your clothing, or a shoe. Your tongue can mentally simulate what it would feel like to lick them, showcasing its remarkable sensory connection to your brain. 3. The peritoneum's protective instinct. A double-layered membrane called the peritoneum covers your intestines like a blanket. If the intestines are injured, this membrane autonomously migrates to the damaged area, shielding it until the injury heals, then returns to its original position, an intriguing protective mechanism. 4. Liver regeneration and light through skin. The liver can regrow portions of itself, even after significant damage. Additionally, if a foreign object like a splinter is embedded in your skin, shining a flashlight through your flesh will reveal it as a dark spot, as light passes through tissue easily. Shining a bright light into your mouth can even make the glow visible in your eyes by illuminating your sinuses. 5. Fallopian tubes, remarkable mobility. Fallopian tubes are active and mobile. If one tube is damaged or missing, the other can move to the opposite ovary to collect an egg, demonstrating the body's evolutionary drive to maximize reproductive success, even in challenging circumstances. 6. Mysterious recovery from severe injury. Some individuals defy medical expectations by regaining mobility after severe spinal injuries. One person, after breaking their back and suffering nerve damage with partial paralysis, regained the ability to walk. Doctors speculated that cerebral spinal fluid might have bridged the nerve gap, but the recovery remained unexplained, leaving medical professionals puzzled by the body's unexpected resilience. 7. Memories, imperfections, and sleep oddities. Memories, especially those over a decade old, are often inaccurate, with details distorted or forgotten. The brain fills in gaps with assumptions, and trivial events fade. Additionally, some people sleep with their eyes open, which can lead to dry eyes due to lack of blinking, a strange trait that challenges the typical understanding of sleep's protective nature. 8. Autopilot after brain trauma. A man who suffered a catastrophic head injury retained only the brain region controlling routines. He rose from bed beside his deceased partner, dressed, brushed his remaining teeth, wiped blood from his face, retrieved the newspaper, and then collapsed. This eerie adherence to routine despite severe brain damage mirrors a headless chicken's movements, highlighting the body's ability to function on autopilot. 9. Hidden anatomical surprises. Morticians sometimes discover extra muscles or ligaments in bodies, unnoticed during life, along with undiagnosed benign tumors. The sound of skin being peeled during embalming also mimics the crinkle of plastic, an unsettling detail from the process. 10. The ulnar nerve's strange signals. The ulnar nerve, often called the funny bone, isn't designed to transmit pain. When struck, it sends chaotic signals to the brain, which interprets them as a mix of burning, freezing, and electric sensations, creating a bizarre sensory experience due to its role in forearm movement rather than pain signaling. 11. Mental illness and the brain's overload. Severe mental illnesses like anxiety or depression can make the brain feel like an overwhelming universe of thoughts, emotions, and perceptions. This can create a sense of being in an alternate reality where time seems to stop, with the brain's negativity bias intensifying the struggle, emphasizing the importance of mental health care. 12. Vision as a delayed construct. Your vision isn't a direct reflection of reality, but a mental model built from high-detail central vision, blurry peripheral input, memories, and brain-filled gaps. This process introduces a slight delay, similar to input lag in technology, meaning what you see is a processed interpretation, not an immediate reality. 13. The body's preemptive actions. Research shows your body prepares for actions like pressing a button or walking before you consciously decide to act. Muscles activate in anticipation, suggesting that what feels like a deliberate choice may be predetermined by your body, challenging the concept of free will. 14. The heart's unique design. The heart operates on its own electrical system, distinct from other muscles. Its cells resist cancer and prioritize constant energy supply, enabling the heart to beat tirelessly for decades, a testament to its efficient and robust design. 15. Chromosomal errors and cancer. Chromosomes can't replicate perfectly, and while most errors are fixed, severe damage triggers a cell to self-destruct. If it survives attempts by surrounding cells and the immune system to eliminate it, the defective cell can multiply uncontrollably, forming a tumor. Cancer, being human cells, is hard to treat without harming healthy tissue, especially if tumors encase vital organs, often making surgery unfeasible. 16. Jerky eye movements. Your eyes can't scan smoothly without a focal point. When scanning a distant horizon, they move in abrupt, stop-motion-like jumps, but the brain smooths this into a fluid motion. Tracking a moving object, like a finger, allows for smooth movement, a quirk often exploited by magicians for sleight-of-hand tricks. 17. The brain as a separate survivor. In survival situations, the brain can override conscious control to protect itself. It may close airways during smoke inhalation, induce sleep in freezing conditions, or disable pain receptors during injury, prioritizing survival even at the risk of further harm, revealing a dual existence between you and your brain. 18. Self-healing like a machine. The body's ability to heal from wounds, fractures, or illnesses is almost mechanical in its precision. This resilience traces back to life's origins, possibly carbon-based building blocks from an asteroid evolving over billions of years into the complex beings we are today, capable of using the internet. 19. Strep A's deadly potential. Strep, a bacteria on your skin, can enter the bloodstream, triggering streptococcal toxic shock syndrome, STSS. This causes a massive immune response, leading to organ damage and necrosis. Survivors often face severe disfigurement, highlighting the body's fragile balance between durability and vulnerability to small triggers. 20. The placenta's invasive behavior. The placenta behaves like a controlled cancer, invading the mother's uterine blood vessels to access nutrients for the fetus. If it invades too deeply, it can endanger the mother. Fragments can also enter her bloodstream, remaining dormant for years before potentially forming cancers, a phenomenon called microchimerism, as seen in a lung tumor with a Y chromosome from a male child. 21. Heart failure's damaging cycle. In heart failure, an injured heart reduces blood flow to the kidneys, which respond by raising blood pressure. This forces the heart to pump faster against resistance, increasing its oxygen demand and causing further damage, a cycle that persists until medically managed or the heart fails, showing how repair efforts can worsen the condition. 22. Dissociative identity disorder's origins. During childhood, personality forms by mirroring surroundings. Trauma can prevent these traits from integrating, leading to dissociative identity disorder, DID. The brain creates separate identities like Alex, a strong persona to handle the trauma, each with distinct memories and needs, demonstrating the brain's protective fragmentation. 23. Recycled faces in dreams. Your brain can't create new faces, so every person in your dreams or imagination has a face you've seen before, even fleetingly. The brain subconsciously stores every face you encounter, reusing them in dreams without your conscious awareness. 24. Evolutionary quirks. Humans evolved to lose fur, a disadvantage without fire or clothing, similar to aquatic animals. Babies' heads are so large at birth that their skulls must be soft to avoid harming the mother, making human births riskier than most animals. Bipedalism, unique to Homo sapiens, sacrifices speed for advantages like tool use, but makes escaping predators harder. 25. Split brain, divided perception. Severing the corpus callosum, which connects the brain's hemispheres, splits perception. In 1950s epilepsy treatments, patients with a severed corpus callosum showed one eye's input but drew another's, revealing how the brain's halves process information independently when disconnected. 26. The brain's malleability. Neuroplasticity allows the brain to be shaped by environment over genetics. Raising children identically can ingrain lifelong beliefs, a process amplified by social media, which often molds people into similar mindsets, highlighting nurture's dominance in shaping identity. 27. Symbiotic skin. Mites. Millions of Demodex follicularum mites live in your eyebrows, eyelashes, and nose hairs, undetected by your immune system. At night, they emerge to mate and eat dead skin cells. Recent studies confirmed they have anuses, debunking the idea they store waste, a beneficial relationship that helps clean your skin. 28. Anatomical variations. Some people have extra features, like an additional knee ligament that improves ACL surgery recovery, or a third tooth, as seen when 2 baby teeth preceded a permanent one. Others may regrow tonsils post-removal or have reversed organs, illustrating human anatomical diversity. 29. Brain waves and thought transmission. The brain emits low-frequency radio waves trapped by the atmosphere due to their massive wavelength, 1,000 to 100,000 kilometers. Theoretically, these could be recorded to decode thoughts, but overlapping signals and unique brain structures make it nearly impossible. Isolating a repetitive task, like turning left, might allow signal identification, raising concerns about potential thought control in a dystopian future. Final thoughts. These facts reveal the body's astonishing and sometimes eerie capabilities, from autonomous healing to subconscious survival tactics. They remind us how much remains unknown about our own biology, blending wonder with a hint of unease. What's the most surprising fact you've learned about the body? Share your thoughts. Haunting mysteries of the sea. Ships lost to the abyss. The ocean is a realm of beauty and terror, where ships have vanished without a trace for centuries, leaving behind eerie tales of ghost ships, abandoned vessels, and tragic sinkings. These real-life maritime mysteries, from the treacherous waters of the Pacific to the stormy Great Lakes, continue to baffle us with their unanswered questions. The SS